What's up, guys? Welcome to the real world with Phil. We're talking reality, baby. Okay, so we are talking about aging parents. Now, I did this, I shouldn't say, in a way, I did this. The decision to move a grandparent. So, the decision to move a grandparent into your own house. So, number one, they don't have to live alone. Number two, I like this. I always said, and I did. I mean, me and my mom shared a house for a long time, and it was normal. It was just no other thing. And I am so glad I did because I got a lot of years of a lot of memories that, you know, some people don't. Not even my sister has those memories that I have, me and my mom. The special moments, the times we made each other laugh, just the good times between a son and a mom. We always got along, and thank God for that. We got along with the dog, we got along with food, even watching TV. We just clicked. It was a great relationship, and I'll tell you, sometimes she was my best friend, and I thank her for that. But having the decision, I talk to a lot of older people in my job, and I'll ask them. They're living alone, they're complaining, and you kind of got to step on eggshells talking to these people because you don't want to insult them, you don't want to make them mad, you don't want any of that stuff. You say, okay, you're unhappy. Could you live with your kids? And you know what the first thing I hear from these people? They raise their eyes and go, okay, tell me your story. I got time. I'm treating for some ants. Let's talk, lady. And they'll tell me, say they got 3 kids. And typical is the one kid lives out in Nova Scotia, whatever. I don't want to live there. She's too far away. She's married with kids. The other one, I don't like the spouse. You hear that a lot. Then you got the one that's possibly the gift that could keep giving is the single kid that either doesn't live with them, but they don't get along together. And I ask, why don't you get along with this kid? Is it possible that was a childhood thing and you're older now, you're adults, you've been living, not around each other. Maybe you could give it a try because I think, honestly, there's nothing more magical than, say you have a wife and 3 kids, and your grandparents, the only one left. Why should you, or say for your kids, think of the great memories you'll have? Because for a short time, my mom moved her mom into my basement, and I was only about 3 or 4, and I didn't understand when she died, but I don't know the time loop thing. I don't understand it, but it was incredible having my Nana. You just go downstairs, go visit Nana. It was awesome. She had her own space. She had her own little apartment. She had everything, but you could go and spend time with Nana. It was great. And that is really magic as a kid, as you're growing up, because you don't get that opportunity. There are a lot of people in this world that, number one, have never even met their grandparents. Number two, have limited time with their grandparents. The few lucky people, and I'm going to say I was lucky, but I'm going to say my nieces and nephew. They were probably luckier than me because my mom lived to be 85 and they were always around. And like I said, I didn't have kids. My sister did. And she was always there. And we have so many pictures of everybody together. And I say, thank God everybody got together and we got along. But still, it's magic. If at all possible, if you can live with a grandmother or a grandfather or something and take them in. And I tell people, even the kids, I say, if you're doing okay and you got a house, the grandparent, if a lot of people just don't talk, that's the problem. And a typical thing is, say the grandparents has her own house and she wants to just have company. Instead of going to a nursing home, you're watching her. You just keep an eye on the woman and everybody's there. The kids are there, Nana's there, the dog or the cat. You know, as long as everybody gets along, she has her own space. I say, let the grandmother sell their house. Doesn't have to use it all. Put an addition on your house for the woman, for the grandma, the nana. She has her own space. She feels independent, but at the same time, she has, just in case, someone to check up on them as they age. I'm not ready for that, obviously. And like I said, I have no idea if my nieces or nephew would ever take me in if I needed it. And I understand as I get older, hopefully not till my 90s, but if I need to, because, if I need to live with somebody, one of my nieces or nephew that would actually say, hey, we got a space. And like I said, I'm lucky enough, not a huge house, it's paid off and it's building equity. So when that time comes, it's kind of, I leave it to all of them. I talk about this, whether it's a dog pound or whatever, but still, if you need someone to just kind of be there and check up on you and live a good life, you sell the house, you add on to their house, so they're getting something. You take, say you got a $500,000 house. You spend $100,000 or $200,000, whatever, on the house. You rebuild it and you add on, like, what do they call it? In-law apartment. So the people who took you in is getting the benefit. Then you save the rest of the money for the other kids. You just put it in an account and let it build up. Nobody loses. Everybody wins as long as people just get along in this life. And I see way too many people not getting along. And it's sad, I'm telling you. In all races, all types, it's not a nice thing. And I would say if you can take I know everybody has different situations and lifestyles, but still, everybody benefits. And I can tell you from experience, everybody benefits having their nana or their grandpa around. Because my grandpa, I had one that I remember as three. We called him Pup. And it was weird. I was, 1, 2, or 3. I have memories of going over their house and we're going to go see Pup. And I knew we go see Pup. It was milk and cookies day. Awesome. Had a great time. And it was just, you come over, you see Pup, him and his broken English. This was my dad's dad. And had a great time. And then all of a sudden, one day, he just stopped going over. And you're little, you don't realize the poor guy's passed away until years later go, whatever happened to Pup? Oh, this happened, this happened, that happened. You don't know. You're a little kid. You got to go to school. You're playing with your friends. It's just, life changes, people. Life changes, and it changes quick. And the memories, man, going over my Pop's house, great stuff. Like I said, I do feel blessed about having the childhood that I had. And it definitely helped form the person who I am. But not only can you not take those memories away, and I hope everybody else has great memories, they're with me for life. And here I am, years later, reflecting to everybody else out there because I want to hear your stories. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear who would come up. I know there's plenty of you that would say, if it was perfect, absolutely, we take Nana in. Then you got the other people, and I don't hold you bad or good, that say, no, we don't get along, it wouldn't happen. Or the wife wouldn't get along with it. I understand everything. So I'm just saying, would you take your grandmother or grandpa in nowadays? Is society the same? I don't know. Think about it, people. Have a good day.